Start it back up.
All right, 5 seconds. Let's go.
All right, hold on, wait, 5 seconds.
You guys were live on YouTube, right? Let me peep in your chat.
All right, I'm leaving all
No,
of
we're
that
yes. You know how we do. No,
No.
we're not live. We're recording.
in. Yeah, we're recording. We're not live.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, we haven't hit live yet. We gotta somehow we gotta find a way to combine OBS with Skype, and I think the only one who's got the computer power to be able to do that is Hate Jones
Me.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to pick.
Because Hey Jones be bowling.
Yeah,
Ban-
yeah,
Bandwidth,
Bowling,
baby.
bowling.
Bandwidth.
yeah.
Nah, but so
Hold up. Orale, what's up, homies? Welcome once again to the Chino and Homeboy podcast. It is Wicked Wednesday. We haven't come up with any kind of tagline yet because it's still Sunday and we're still trying to wake our asses up. So, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, if that's not
Welcome once
confusing
again.
to you.
I was gonna say welcome once again to the podcast. Dead Eye Lotus, PvP player extraordinaire for Division 2, part of the AIM clan. So give it up.
Gracias, everybody.
welcome.
So
I'm gonna have to have sound. I'm gonna have to get like a sound effects panel so I could like do little sound effects and stuff for stuff like that.
Yeah, let's say get
No,
a
I
stream
don't know-
deck,
I
bro.
don't know
Like
why
that'd be
you
really
so
cool.
heavy.
You can throw in sound effects on that.
Yeah.
I use that for my
Hell
stuff.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, let me bring in the topic of Gabby Petty or Petiti or some shit like that.
Gabby
She's-
Petito.
there you go. Petito. I have the typo. Sorry. Yeah, so she went missing a few days ago after having a run-in with the police. So the police have put up the whole body cam footage because everybody's pointing the finger at the boyfriend, who has now also disappeared. Now they're from Florida. They're the girl says she quit her job to drive across the country with her boyfriend and become a travel blogger. So that's her goal.
Right.
The boyfriend seems like he just wants to travel around and go hiking. And so they get pulled over because people reported a fight. So they were parked somewhere. They were arguing. The girl kind of attacked him. He pushed her away, tried to give her shit, and like go in the car and just be in the car by himself while she cools down. She claws her way into the car, and eventually they took off. The cops pulled up behind them. Mind you, they were speeding according to the cop. And then they swerved across the double lines and then ran up on the curb and then came to a stop. Now, what got me about this situation, there's two things. The difference in which they treat white people who get pulled over versus all the people I've seen on YouTube who are black who get pulled over, who immediately like, give me your ID, get out of the car. Is there drugs in the car? Can I search your car for drugs? I think I smell drugs on you, right? Like those are all the immediate questions thrown at them, right? Here they see a car swerve, supposedly a domestic dispute, slightly tried to speed up because the cop said you were speeding. I had to catch up to you, right? When they go to approach him, he just, hey, what's your name? They give him first names only. Pulls the girl out of the car, takes the keys out of ignition, talk to the girl to get her side of the story first because they automatically assume that she's being abused. Come back, pull the guys out of the car, talking to them. About 20 minutes, they haven't even asked these motherfuckers for ID. They haven't asked them for registration. They haven't asked them for proof of insurance, like none of the things they would regularly do. They haven't even contemplated that these cats will be on drugs, and that's why they're acting weird, because the guy's acting weird and the girl is crying, right? So I'm like, they're not going through any of the presets that you'll see them do with black folks getting pulled over. And I'm like, man, they're being so calm. Then they realize like the girl is the aggressor, right?
Right.
And that she was basically having a panic attack of some sort because she has OCD.
Yeah, she was going
and-
through a manic episode.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
she's like
she,
22, bro. Like, how young is she? Like, come on.
yeah, and so like she basically attacked him because he had scrapes on him. So they're
Right.
looking at him like, oh, you got bruises, but like she doesn't. So like, what does that
Right.
tell you, right?
Right.
So they're automatically aiming on trying to throw it on him. And then she says something. The guy tells the same story, and they're like, well, why'd you swerve? He's like, well, she grabbed the wheel,
Right.
right? And then the girl actually says she did grab the wheel, and then turned around and said she didn't grab the wheel, and they went with it, with her saying she didn't grab the wheel, but she was hitting him while he was driving because once she saw that the cops lit him up, she was like, "See what you did," and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing was like they were super nice, and then once they realized, oh, the girl is the aggressor, like they even said, like, she's this tiny 22-year-old blonde, blue eye. Like they automatically threw the race thing in there of why they don't want to arrest her.
Race and gender in this case.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
little.
It's like she's
that shit,
white, she's young, she's blonde and blue hair. We can't put her in jail. That would be wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they concoct this whole scheme of like, look, we can this doesn't seem to be a regular domestic. When it comes to domestic disputes, they have to take somebody to jail unless it's a certain low grade kind, which they can give you a citation. But the
Right.
moment they give you that citation, you and your partner have to be separated because there's an automatic protection order put in. Where it was like, so
Right.
And now is this nationally, or is because I mean they were in a different state. They weren't in Florida.
They were in Utah. They were in Utah. So he's saying that that's their rules in Utah. So we can give you a ticket, but y'all got to separate, right?
Right.
So they were like, well, we're living out of this truck, so we're, so the cops,
shit. Okay, I didn't know that.
mitigated the whole thing to like, okay, you have to stay somewhere until tomorrow. So by tomorrow by noon, you need to go and telling the dude, you need to go down to the courthouse or the police station and sign a waiver to take off the order of protection, and then y'all can be together again. But up until then, y'all got to be separated. So y'all got money for a room, XYZ. Should we take the girl? Because we either have to put the girl in jail, she doesn't have anywhere to go, or we got to rent her a room, and then you can stay with the truck. And so the dude's like,
so
no,
she gets the room, but they kick the guy like that out. Like,
yeah.
You gotta find your own problem.
So the guy reverses. She's like, I don't want to put her in a situation. Let her take the truck and put me somewhere. I can go camp outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're almost to the camping grounds. They're like, yeah, but you can't make it. So they're doing all the logistics for him, end up getting him a room and putting him up somewhere else, and gave the girl the truck. And now the girl disappeared.
Right.
Now, I don't know if the guy got his truck back. I don't know if they met up again after, but now he's supposedly in hiding, is what her family is saying. Like, he's hiding out and she's missing. Right?
Did they find her body?
I don't know.
Hold on, wait. So eventually the girl got the truck, and then the next day she disappeared. So she took off with the truck. Then
I don't know if it was the next day, but after this interaction with the cops, she has now disappeared. Nobody knows where she is.
she just took off. I'm sure the guy had nothing to do with the girl.
So I don't know if the truck is also missing, but the guy wasn't missing. But now he's hiding. So now nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows where the girl is.
If he's hiding, that's a bad look on him, though. If he really didn't do nothing wrong, he shouldn't
Well,
be
I'm
hiding.
saying he might be in hiding because the cops are trying to pin him for the murder. So I'm just gonna go somewhere and lay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're still looking for her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if I was the guy she took off, bro, I would just, if you have nothing to hide, you don't have to run.
I do have to do a little bit more
like,
investigation on the sequence of events and like how long did it take her after this call to go missing.
Yeah, that'll help.
She could have just took off in his car if she took the car, or dumped the car and called her parents. Well, she didn't call her parents.
Yeah, she dumped the van they were living in.
And then ran. So
and she took off by foot or like.
Yeah, so
or she could have got ganked by somebody. You know.
all right, so the lamestream media CNN says local and federal agencies search for Gabby Petito in a national park in Wyoming. Law enforcement are also working to find her fiance, Brian Landry, who his family says has not been seen since Tuesday. The latest efforts to locate Landry have shifted to a Florida nature reserve where dozens of officers and FBI agents are combing the area that stretches out to roughly 25,000 acres. So if these two motherfuckers have gone into hiding inside of a nature preserve, they dead. I'm just saying.
Right.
Because when you out in nature, dude, every day is test day, and none of these motherfuckers studied.
It's probable, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like, Grizzly Bear,
right.
Grizzly Bear got Gabby, and fucking Gator got Brian. That's all I'm saying.
I think
But Trey's right too. She could have took off with someone like in a hitchhike and just be hiding out. So
I mean, she could have like gotten got by somebody, and the boyfriend ain't even involved.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a lot of plausible situations we don't know.
She's definitely a damsel in distress type person.
Yeah, no,
So
for sure.
Catch her crying on the side of the road.
I said just leave her dead, bro. Fuck her. There's a billion fucking blonde bitches.
Well, look, I thought, from what I understood, well, I mean, clearly, I understood wrong because I thought she was living with her parents. I didn't realize she was homeless. I didn't realize she was living in her car. So, I mean, either way, though, I mean, it's it's interesting. Like, what are they? So, from what I understand as well, that the boyfriend is not necessarily a suspect, but he's a person of interest, right?
Yeah.
He's also in hiding. So
So
like Lotus
now
said,
they can't
it's kind of a
find
bad
him.
look.
It seems. But my thing is, it's like if the cops would have did their fucking job and put the chick in jail, none of this shit would be happening.
Yeah, no, that's
We
true.
know exactly where she is
because they already know that she's the one who perpetrated all those attacks on him. She's the offense, so put her locked up.
But we can't put a pretty young blonde, blue-eyed white girl in jail. That's just wrong.
And so where the people be like, "Yo, let's cut the gender cap just because she's a blonde." Come on.
Well,
she got a dick.
Jail is for colored people.
I understand according Sims, bro, just because she's a blonde and blue eyes, like, woo, like, okay, what? You haven't got pussy before? Get that post clarity nut and lock her up.
She's too pure for
I love it.
She's too pure for prison.
Yeah, man. Like, okay, isolate her, man.
Well, hold on. So, so she's got some sort of OCD. She was going through a manic episode. Now, wasn't the dude? Didn't he have a similar type of neurological condition where he's also kind of, whether it's OCD or bipolar? But
they did ask Homeboy later, like 20 minutes in, like the whole stop is like an hour and some change because they even
that's why I didn't watch
it. Yeah. Well, last night I was eating dinner and I was just like I had to put something on, so I'm like, let me catch up with this case, and I just let it run, and I was like, okay, it got interesting just to see like the backflips the cops were doing to accommodate these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like they're acting like your server at Olive Garden opposed to police trying to catch criminals. Or at least how they would normally treat black folks on a traffic stop.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yeah, because like I've seen a series of traffic stops, and a lot of these cops are getting sued right now, where they pull black people over, they claim, they ask you to step out the car, they ask you to search the car, they make some claims like, I think I smell marijuana or some shit like that, and then they get the dog to sniff your car.
Come out clean, huh?
Yeah, and they come out clean.
They look stupid now.
So like one cop, he was super nice to the people. Like he used all the right nice verbiage to the people. So it's a guy coming from church with his wife and kids in the car. They pull him over, claim that he didn't use a blinker, but when you see the dash cam footage, he made no traffic violations. They just saw him and pulled him over. He used, yeah, we just gonna have you step out the car right now. You know, you're not in trouble. It's all good. X, Y, Z. You might have to search the car. So the driver was like, yeah, no problem. Like I don't have a driver's license at the moment, but the car's in my girl's name. Everything is paid. X, Y, Z. You know, so he accommodated, and they seemed nice. He even shook the guy's hand afterwards and got back in the car and left. But then he filed suit afterwards. So like he acted Mr. Friendly the whole time. And then what you find out that these cops basically do this all day long. They just pull over people for traffic stops and then elevate it up to a drug stop constantly.
And then that guy eventually filed a suit against that cop, you said?
Yeah. He filed a suit against the cop and the police department.
Oh, that's good.
Which then led to that cop quitting and going to another department and then doing the same shit there. So they have evidence of his body cam footage
Retire that cop.
doing the same shit in his career. So like they're in a drug task force, but they're pulling people over for traffic stops and then elevating it up to a drug stop or trying to see like, oh, you're a black person. Let me pull you over. Any drugs in your car? No. Let me check. You know,
the dumbest shit that I hate sometimes is when those people like abuse the power. You guys ever been like in a red light chilling with all the cars chilling with you? You see a cop across the street from you, all of a sudden turn on the lights just to be lazy of that red light just to get ahead.
Oh yeah,
shit like that. Bro. Yeah, I'm like, you can't sit right here too. Come on, bro. I know damn well nothing just pulled up on your fucking monitor. Woo, we got a 1.5 over here. Like, come on, bro. 10 more seconds.
Oh man,
so you lazy.
You know what? That's gonna go on a T-shirt. You know, we're gonna put little cop lights, right?
Yeah, bro.
And we're gonna look. Come on, Merle.
You stupid. Come on, Merle.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you abusing your power. Like, chill. You know, you can sit there too.
I mean, yeah. I guess that's why people don't like the police, right?
Well, obviously it's not all cops, right? You know, I mean, because we don't ever really look at all the good that cops do. I mean, there's a lot of cops, and we don't see all the good that they do, you know. And it's just like the news cycle says, it's like we only ever see whatever it is they want to show us, which, you know, if it bleeds, it leads. So they're only going to show us the bad shit.
Look,
right?
if I may, this is a classic example of the handful of assholes theory in action. There's always just a bunch of assholes that's fucking it up for everybody. Case in point. You know,
I'm not a Blue Lives Matter. I'm not a Blue Lives Matter motherfucker, right? I'm not, but by far I'm not that motherfucker. So don't get it twisted, audience.
Right.
You know, I'm like Black Lives Matter too, fuckers.
Right. I mean, you are a registered Republican, so
yeah, you know,
for you to say that kind of stuff, that's on brand.
Yeah, I mean, cops can take the uniform off. Black people can't take off their skin. All right, get it straight, son.
Well, here's the deal: is that there is not enough effort in the police department to weed themselves out of the bad shit, and on top of that, there are rules put in place to make sure that they're protected when they do the bad shit.
Yeah.
So
that's that's police union stuff. You know, like the police unions are a pretty powerful group. So
to say like there's good cops in there in a system that's totally corrupt, it kind of negates the good at a certain point.
Yeah, it's a systemic issue, really. If you think about it, it's a systemic issue where people are not incentivized to snitch on each other. It's also a cultural thing, right? Like here in the United States, we're not exactly a snitching culture. Like, in fact, we have sayings like snitches get stitches, right?
Right.
But I mean, we don't have anything that whatchamacallit, that
you're only a snitch if you're directly involved in the crime.
Well, that's the thing though, right? Like even people who aren't are like whistleblowers, right? Like every time there's a whistleblower for like some government shit, they always end up getting the short end of the fucking stick, like Edward Snowden, right? I mean, that dude's practically Russian now. All because he was like, hey, look, I ran that shit up my chain of command and they told me to shut the fuck up. So I'm like, fuck you. And then he went about his own business. The system didn't work for him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was too high up in the system because I'm like, when you do the whistleblower thing, don't you have to file like some whistleblower paperwork with the FBI or some shit like that
He
before you
did do
blow?
that. He did
Oh,
that.
he did go through that, but then
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
Remind me again.
process.
Remind me again. What Edward Snowden did. As far as what was his position?
So Edward Snowden was a government
was
a
contractor. Was a government contractor that was working for the NSA,
Right.
and
looking into your phone.
he found all of the programs that the U.S. was using to spy on Americans. Now, hold
okay.
up.
So he found the day one exploits.
Yeah, so I can't put it in the most hilarious ways. I recommend you Google or YouTube John Oliver's interview with Edward Snowden if you want all of the most intricate details dumbed down for your dumb asses. Because I know I'm a dumbass motherfucker, and when I saw that interview, I was like, man, you mean to tell me that the NSA, the CIA, and the FBI got all my fucking butt naked pictures? Well, I hope they're enjoying them and taking notes because there's a lot of good shit in there.
Stupid. I mean, yeah, okay. Whistleblower status. Gotcha. NSA.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I figured it was some, like, for some reason, I thought he was a spook in the Navy, like a crypto tech, but I guess not.
no,
He's
that was
NSA.
that was an Army crypto technician, and she used to be a he, and I don't remember what her name was, right?
Mhm.
But she also got the short end of the fucking stick but I think she actually just went straight to the news. She didn't go up the chain of command.
Gotcha.
But she
So,
was active duty Army in I think Iraq when she blew the whistle, and I think her thing was she blew the whistle on all of the drone strikes that were killing civilians and shit like that.
mhm.
And in doing so, what is it? Broke like secret. What is it? OPSEC, operational security
yeah,
measures.
OPSEC,
Yeah. She broke some operational security measures. So
Okay. So here's
no.
an interesting question then. So, Snowden did what he was supposed to do and ran it up his chain of command, right?
Yep. Yep.
And this army spook didn't. Just went
Yeah.
straight to the media and broke OPSEC.
Most recent memory, Lieutenant, I think it was Lieutenant Colonel Vindman did the
Mhm.
same thing, and he testified in the Trump impeachment, right?
Right.
So
Uh-huh.
that's the most recent one where someone
Broke the
used their
chain.
chain of used the chain.
Oh, use the chain. Okay.
They
All
used the
right.
chain of
So,
command, and then the chain of command tried to cover that shit up, and when it came out during the impeachment trial. So,
okay. So,
but the chain of command tried to fucking cover that shit up.
all right. So the question is, which had more impact? And secondary question is, who did it right? Because if you're trying to whistleblow and you do what you're supposed to do and run it up your chain of command,
Yeah.
and either nothing happens from it, or in Snowden's case, like, he got in trouble for it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so which was he? So in which case is I guess, quote unquote, correct? Because if you're trying to whistleblow, obviously there's some fuck shit going on that you want people to find out about, right?
Yeah.
And so who did it right? Snowden or the army spook who went to the media?
I mean, honestly, I think Edward Snowden and Vindman probably did it right, but Snowden did both. He did both. He did it right, and then he went to the media,
Mhm.
right?
And now he's branded a
Uh,
traitor.
yeah. Now he's branded a traitor. Vindman
Uh-huh.
did it right, but didn't go to the media. That shit just came out during the impeachment trial.
Uh-huh.
But that was because there was political, there were political motivations behind that.
Uh-huh.
Like if Trump wasn't Trump and it was a Democratic president and that shit came out, the Republicans would have been the ones that went and would have tried to seek that shit out.
Uh-huh.
But all in all, the point of all of this is that no matter what it is that you are, if you're a snitch, anywhere, like if you're trying to blow the whistle on anything, there's going to be people that are going to stop that shit from ever getting out. Now, either you
Right.
end up getting disappeared, or
Right.
you
Or
get
you disappear
fired.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. There's a good chance that if you got some shit you got to say, it's probably not going to come out at the risk of your own life or
Right.
freedom.
Like either way, you're gonna be at the very least branded a pariah.
Yeah, because that's just how America do.
Welcome to America.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit in America, like whistleblowing shit and snitching shit, doesn't happen until like 20 years later, right?
Right.
Like we just barely got who killed Martin Luther King. What, like
CIA?
maybe a decade ago? Yeah, a decade ago, some dude finally came out and said, like, yeah, I'm the one who killed K. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So yeah, man, it's just the way America does business.
Yeah.
Money talks, bullshit walks in America.
True.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that in order to overcome this kind of thing is honestly, like more minorities, more minorities are going to have to join the police force, even though there's a big distaste for it, right?
It doesn't help because the black cops act like white cops.
Because there's more white cops in the force than there are black cops.
But it's the culture, it's the training. Until you until you change the rules that have to be enforced, the same predicaments will happen, no matter who you put in that seat.
Well, I mean,
Really?
then there's got to be something that's got to incentivize people to like change those rules. But you can't do that because everything's ruled either by a local municipality, the state, or the federal government.
Well, that's the problem. It's just
what I'm saying.
There's not enough oversight. Like there should be like internal affairs police shouldn't be able to investigate the police to see if they're doing wrong. Like that should be an outside entity reporting on them, not a unit that they
Not
put
their own.
together. Yeah.
Not their own people.
Honestly, I mean, I guess
internal investigations are bullshit. They're about protecting the organization. It's like HR. HR is there to protect the business, not the employee. So like if it's safe to let you dangle and burn, then they'll let you dangle and burn. And if letting you lose means something bad for the organization, then they'll protect you with their last dollar.
Yeah, we're just here to remind you that you're expendable.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you're saying. It's like, you know what? You're gonna cost companies some money. You're gonna cost companies a couple of bucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck you up.
But that was just this whole route down the law enforcement route was just a little gripe of mine. But I want to know more about the streaming gaming community shit.
Oh, here we go. Lotus, this is your area of expertise.
Because I've been curious about this shit for a minute, and I'm like, is it just you guys playing? Is there money involved in earning with the streaming thing, or are you a pro gamer? And like, how's this thing set up, and what's the deal about it?
In general, as a streamer, or like?
Yeah.
Specifically.
Like no, I mean, in what you actually do, what's the setup? What's the scheme of things?
So the video game is called Tom Clancy's Division 2. It's a looter shooter third-person game that has PvE and PvP content. And I stream and put content on it on both platforms, Twitch and YouTube. And the goal is to stream it. It sucks, unfortunately, right now that the game is in a dry state of content, that many players have left because there's an unbalance of, how do you say it? Like, so it's basically a gun game. Yeah, game mechanics, if that's the right word choice. There's something called skills in the game that assist the players, like a shield. You can use like a little machine. Pretend that the year is like 2050 ahead of our time. And we got something called a booster hive or a bleed hive that releases little pellets that puts the players on bleed. So doing shit like that helps out.
So you're saying they're not developing enough weaponry and gadgets to enhance the gameplay?
No, the opposite.
It's just it's unbalanced. It's unbalanced.
It's too overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's
basically,
too many cheat codes.
Well, basically what's happening is it's a gun game. It's a third person looter shooter, and so the main mechanic of the game is you aim down sights and you shoot your weapon, right? That's the point of the game, is you kill motherfuckers. But what's imbalanced about it is that for a gun game, you have these skills, quote unquote, where you don't have to fire your weapon one time. You could throw your hive out, or you could throw your secret mine out, or you could throw any whatever skill you want to use, right? And it'll kill your opponent almost instantaneously. And so it's horribly imbalanced.
So they have a bunch of magic bullets.
Right.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Right? And so that's it's a little dry because of that. And so like the only people who play it currently are the ones who like really like the game. I play it still, and I think Lotus will back me up here. The reason I play it is because there's a certain mechanic in the game where you go to this area called the dark zone, where you're able to encounter both NPCs and actual players, and those players that you encounter can, at the turn of a head, kill you, and so there's this kind of uncertain atmosphere to it, and it's tremendously exciting because you don't know if this person's going to kill you or not, if they're friendly or not, and part of the biggest fun that I've experienced in the game, especially the first one, because I haven't really found a group to play with the second one yet, is that when you have a full team and you're fighting against like a full server of people, where you have people against your four, and you kill all of them, and you dominate that server. Like, that is one of the most satisfying things you can have in the game. And Lotus and his team are they're very good at what they do. So they're actually, like, it reminds me of how we do it in the military, where your movement has to be on point. You have to move as a team. You have to coordinate, whether you're pushing left or pushing right. Your call outs, whether you're going left or right, you're moving back, you're repositioning. I have a heal here for you. I'm popping this booster hive for that bleed hive to counteract that bleed hive, like that kind of stuff. And so, like, that for me is one of the best parts of the game. But I think Lotus, Hey Jones was asking, like, how does one, like, how does the Twitch streaming work? Like, how, is there money involved? Can you make money off of it?
Yes.
How do you essentially get started and
And are you doing this for fun, or are you doing this for capital?
Both.
Okay.
As far as revenue goes, when you first create your account, you are considered a Twitch. I don't know what's the term. Just a Twitch account. Let's just say Twitch account. Yeah. And once you achieve a certain accolades to the path to a status called affiliate, which is level 1, you can now start becoming monetized for your streams and earning revenue. Different ways,
is that based on how much content you produce, or how many people are following your channel?
For revenue, affiliate status, it's so the main source of revenue on streaming, because it's different with YouTube, right? Is that it's gonna come from something called subs, and subs is basically when someone like Lucius Christ will come into my stream and he will subscribe to the channel to unlock a tier of emotes to use that I upload on my own channel to use, that he can now use, and participate in like channel engagements. You can, like, it's like mini little, how do you say it, man, like mechanics for the stream that the platform built on to keep it entertaining.
So if I subscribe to your channel, or I'm subscribing to your channel, or I'm subscribing to, because you said You said a term and I'm not familiar with it. What?
Emotes.
Oh,
Emotes.
emojis.
Yeah, emojis
Essentially,
basically.
yeah.
Custom
Okay.
emojis. Yeah.
Okay. So he subscribes for free, or does he have to pay for the subscription?
You gotta pay for that.
Ah, okay.
If
Now I got it.
there is a caveat though, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use one of the perks for Amazon Prime is you can link it to your Twitch account. So you can use, like, I think every month you have one free subscription that you can use. And you
Yeah.
can use that for
Correct.
any streamer, any content creator that you want to subscribe to. So
You
So
say
that's how.
redeem it for
question.
free, and then boom, you save money.
So I can watch you for free, or I can subscribe and pay and watch you and get bonuses through it, or I can only subscribe to watch you.
No, you can
Because
watch
because
for
I'm
free.
very confused on how Twitch actually works. Like I tried to watch somebody do a Twitch stream and they sent the link and I went and there was nothing there and I couldn't find any
Right.
content. I couldn't
No,
see
no.
their other
Ultimately, you
videos.
can watch any streamer for free. You do not have
Okay.
to engage in the chat for money. You don't need to do any of that. Certain streamers, you can customize your own settings where you cannot even type in the chat unless you follow them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the subscription allows you for more engagement.
Correct.
So
More
Yes.
if you
engagement,
want to
increase
comment, you
revenue.
want to
You
chat.
can you can use more emotes, be more engaged in the chat. You support the creator. You unlock all these custom perks that the platform
Yeah.
gives by being a
All,
subscriber.
one of the
Okay.
perks that he's talking about, too, is if you subscribe to a content creator or a streamer, the ads get taken away. So if
That's one
you,
of them. Yeah.
yeah, if you, let's say, you're checking out, his page, and you want to watch his content, um, before you're able to, there's going to be an ad at the very beginning of the, when you first click on it. So you have to watch that ad. Basically, they force you to watch that ad before you can watch his content. If you're a subscriber, that ad gets taken away.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see.
And
and
that
then
goes for almost all free streamers too, by the way. I'm not subscribed to some streamers, Division 2 streamers, and I get ads too.
yeah,
So it's not just me. Anyone, it's just the Twitch platform. They want to monetize the ad and get the money off of it before they let you view anyone. It's just
yeah.
So
what
then
it
when it
is.
comes
Now, do
to
I need a gaming console? Do I need a
To
gaming
view,
console or a PC in order for me to like be active in the to like can I use a PlayStation or an Xbox to Twitch, like to start a Twitch stream? I don't need a PC, right?
technically no, but if you want a more sophisticated quality stream, recommend the PC.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I've streamed once in my life,
Yeah.
and just to try it out. And I was playing Division 1, and I didn't have a PC, I didn't have a camera on me. I just streamed my gameplay. So you can do that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like Lotus said, if you want, like, you have to put flash into your stuff. Like you have to make yourself unique, so that way you get more viewers, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
you have,
Oh, so you mean to tell me that like when I smoke a fool on the division and just yelling out "Thank you for your service" is not enough?
I mean, look. Here's the thing, right? Here's the
I
thing.
mean, I'm saying, right? Like,
No, you're not
like
wrong,
when you get
bro.
your
Yeah,
catchphrase like
you're not
that, like
wrong. I know what you're
like you
saying.
smoke a fool, like boom, thank you for your service, and then you go and you move on to like the next motherfucker. Is that
Right.
that not?
So yes, you can't do that. So, like, here's the thing. Like, if you have good content, people will watch you. The reason I started watching Lotus and the rest of the AIM boys is because they put out good content. They're good at
Okay.
PvP. They reminded me how excuse me, how the group that I played with Division 1 played. Like, call outs are important, movements are important. Like, I had this sense of nostalgia when I was watching it. I'm like, dude, these guys are good.
Yeah.
They
Thank you,
play
Lou.
just like we used to play.
Right.
And so that's why I started watching, Lotus, and the fact that he's Asian, I'm like, hell yeah, like even better. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Thank you, brother.
so Yeah, you're welcome.
That's it. Hey, let's start streaming, Chino.
Right.
Just so you know, that's my catchphrase though. Thank you for your service. That's my catchphrase.
Well, actually, I said this on Lotus' stream once. I typed it in. I said, you know what? Next time you kill someone, because usually, like, when you kill someone on stream or you kill someone, during PvP, they have voice over IP and they just start talking shit to you. You know.
Yeah.
And so, like, what I told him was, like, you know what? It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter who it is. Just every time you kill someone, you say, "Your build sucks, bro. Like and subscribe." That's all. You know what I mean? And so so like I said, if you have content where
man.
you're good at what you do, like you're good at playing the game, plus you're funny, and then you have all the appurtenances that you add on, like like the little frames that you have, and then like shit like that, and then you engage your viewers as well, like you engage your chat. Like Lotus is actually very good at that, except when he's locked in, like when they're fighting like the entire server, right?
Yes, I agree.
They you're fighting against 8 other people
8 people
plus
with 4
plus the
players.
NPCs who hit really fucking hard, right? So if you're able to do that, survive, right, and like make people leave your server because they can't kill you, like that's satisfying as shit, And as a viewer, when you're watching people do that, you're like, that's badass. I want to be able to do that. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you, Lou.
And so, yeah, you're welcome. But I mean,
How many
like I said,
hours? How many hours did you put in to get to that level?
Great question.
10,000.
I don't know the exact number. No, it's not that much, dude. I only started playing that game PvP wise last year after the coronavirus, April 2020, somewhere around there.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And I was kind
How
of forced into it because I'm a bartender before the
Yeah.
corona, still am. And once everything shut down, because I live in LA, I was forced to stay at home and I played more video games and I kept playing with my friends as a casual hobby. And
Yeah.
slowly, as I increased my skills, I noticed like, dude, I should turn this into a channel, like for content,
Yeah.
and that's how I went from there. So
Now here's my question. Can total noobs like, Chino and I, right, with no skills, just start a Twitch
Man,
and
speak for
just
yourself. Chino know how to play this damn game.
Hey,
well, I
listen,
mean, I'm
I'm a
not
gold.
an
Look,
expert.
I'm a
I'm
golden
not good at
eye.
it like
Look, I'm a
Lotus
golden
is,
eye
but
veteran. I'm a golden eye veteran. I went the first sniper stage through the first stage on golden eye with a sniper rifle. Got nothing but headshots, son. On
bro,
expert.
if you could do that, that is dope, man. Because we actually have one guy in our clan who's good at headshot sniping, and man, it's when he hits it, it helps us out. Because we
who is
we
that?
like,
Is that Smurf?
yeah,
Yeah,
Smurf.
Smurf. Yeah, Smurf. Yeah, Smurf's a
I
beast.
put
He
Smurf
really
over
is.
Gage in the snipes. He
Yeah,
lands more than misses more, so I
yeah.
give it
Oh,
to him.
speaking of Gage Drizzly, I just want to point out that I learned very recently that he is active duty military. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure what branch, but
Mm.
shout out to Gage Drizzly. He's yeah,
Yeah,
good kid.
same here. And the kid's still young, dude. Like I didn't know he was like 21 or
I
somewhere around
know.
there. So
Like when I
that
found out
was that was
on
great.
yeah, I found out on stream like he's 20. I'm like, what? Like you're a baby. Like you got milk on your lips still, But hey, more power to you. You know what I mean?
So back to my question, because I'm more important here. Can noobs like Chino and I, right, start our own Twitch channel, right, and then just lose and still talk smack, and
Yeah.
create an audience that way?
Yeah, yeah, for
You could
sure.
be
Now doing
streaming
it that
this on
way, you're
Twitch.
only gonna attract a certain niche of people who like that stuff. But yeah, you can, to answer your
There you
question.
go. See that, Chino? That's it.
Now,
It's over.
now
It's over.
within this game streaming community, is it only these first person shooters or combat games?
It's any
All
Or
game.
games, any
It's any
game.
game. Yeah. You
oh,
can even do what they call IRL streams. Like, you could broadcast what the fuck you're doing. Like one of the craziest things I've ever seen on Twitch. This dude was sick. He had the flu. This was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. He was sick. He was this big. He was this huge. Like, I mean, he was this fat Asian guy just sleeping on his couch, and he was in his underwear, right? And he was sick. He had the flu, and he was asleep. He'd wake up, look at the stream, go back to sleep, and he was like trending. Like people will watch that shit. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't
What
matter
the
what
hell?
you do.
Yeah.
You could stream it and you could share it and possibly find viewers. It's just sometimes it's roll the dice.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
Dude, dude,
one of the things that
you
I
mean to
told
tell me, you mean to tell me that people have been missing out on an opportunity to monetize Watch Me Die from COVID?
yeah yes yes but
Yo, man, dude, we could have been making so much money.
I
Watch
mean,
Me
right
I'll
Die
say
from
this too. Like,
COVID
you
could have
guys
been
see
a
like those
channel.
weird-ass streams, Lou too. Like those what's it called? It's like kind of like those OnlyFans girls. They're like not OnlyFans. They're just like on a little fucking like a blown up doll, like a horse, but like in the shape of a dick. But they got like
Yeah,
3K guys just in that chat, just like fucking simping after her, like
yeah
right.
dumb shit like that, bro. I'm
sex
like,
sells,
what
man.
are you doing? Yeah.
Simp is life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that Homeboy and I had discussed offline was, like I told him, like I'd like to put out more content, me playing the division, but I just don't feel like I'm good enough in the game. And then he said, and Homeboy said, you know what, just record yourself getting killed, and just title it like "Watch Chino play Division 2 and suck." I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I'll fucking do it.
I
You know
mean,
what I
I
mean?
definitely say you can do it, bro. You have there's nothing like there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'll just say like depending on what type of persona you want to present yourself is going to make or break the type of audience you're going to draw back. For example, like on YouTube, the Division 2 content creator named Lyrical Fighter.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
he skill set wise, he's not bad at the
Uh-huh.
game, but
Hmm.
he approaches more of the game towards in a sarcastic,
Yes.
laughable, like if I die, it's all good, cool way, which is great. I love that. People are able to
Yeah.
laugh at yourself when you die. Um, but as far as that content, it doesn't attract too much people who want to like zone in. Hey, I want to like get good at the game, so
Hmm.
I need to watch Lyrical Fighter because he's the wrong person to go for that. You know what I mean? His content is
Right.
not like that. But if you
Yeah.
go someone like you
He's
said, like yeah, like Patrick Wolf or me or Cole, who actually helps people out directly. What you need to do. You ask me a direct question, how to get better at PvP. I'll tell you straight up. This
right.
is how I do it. That's different. And for us, the trade-off for that is yes, we'll have a little bit less. We still laugh, but
Hmm.
because we take the game seriously in a competitive way, we don't like to lose. Is
Hmm.
less. It's a little bit more toxicity. You gotta admit, you
Right.
can't have a piece of both worlds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So.
with lyrical fighters content, like you're right, he's definitely more comedic. Like what I watch his content because I like the way he laughs. Like his laugh is funny to me, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just so happens that he's actually decent at the game. But like when I watch like Lotus or Cold Boy or Unknown when they play, like I see the way that they move. I see the builds that they use, so it gives me an idea of like, oh shit, I could, I have this in my stash, I have this in my loadout. I can just change a few things, and I'll have the same good that they have.
hmm
And actually, that's what happened. Like it helped me out because I saw this build that they were running, and I've been kind of like ignoring this one piece that's been in my loadout for a while. It's the my spotter chest. So the spotter
Oh,
vigilance build. So
yeah.
I've been sleeping on that thing because I don't really like using the technician specialization because I didn't think I was going to be doing that much damage to my opponents, to my targets.
hmm
And it turns out like, oh shit, they use this thing and they're murking people. I'm like, why the fuck can't like why haven't I tried this yet?
hmm
And so I told Cold in a stream. Actually, no, it wasn't a stream. It was like he had this build video premiere a couple weeks ago, where he premiered his AR bleed build, kind of like the Predator's Mark in the First Division game.
hmm
And I've had that loadout in my stash. I just haven't really used it. And I was using the wrong weapons. That was another thing. And so
Yeah.
I changed a few
Now,
things, and I was like,
now,
it works for me.
now, what if you're like super good, like professional level, esports athlete, and funny at the same time? Like, how'd that go?
Then you're making paper.
Yeah, you won life.
Yeah, yeah,
That
exactly. You went
side.
online. Yeah.
Chino,
And that
that's
is
it. We
our
need to win
goal.
at life, bro. We need to get good. We
What do
need
you
to
think
That
I'm
suck
is
at
our
trying to
this
goal
to
do?
right
get
now.
good.
What do you think I'm
For
trying to do?
now,
Like after
Div 2 it's in a dead state. Like there's title updates that this game came out since launch of last year. No, 2019, sorry. It's been 2 years now.
Right.
And I joined the game at the worst time when the
Yeah.
skills were already getting unbalanced at TU10, title update 10. And we're at 12 right now. So 10 whole patches, about a year and a half. That's when I joined because I was still working. This is before the coronavirus. And so I'm taking this game as a practice run to develop the synergy with my squad, my clan. That way,
Yeah.
when the next serious game, which is called Division Heartland, a spin-off of this franchise
man.
comes out,
Okay.
drops,
Wait
we're
for
going to
that.
be ready for that one. And we're going to take it to the competitive level to prepare to enter esports. That is our goal with AIM.
So
Yeah.
you guys actually want to compete for like prize money and shit like that as a team.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're taking this clan AIM as a brand, not just Division 2 clan name.
Now, what is the
Yeah.
maximum number of people that you can have in your clan? Now, you're only allowed like 4 people, or can you only have
No,
like 2? Can you be like a clan of 1?
no, we got like what 8, 9 people. So
Yeah, I
we're
think
when
the
you go,
keeping
max.
but when you
quality
go,
over
I think the max
quantity
is
right
50.
now. Oh, is it? Yeah, yeah. For
Yeah,
the
I think the
game
max
itself,
is
yeah,
50 per
50 is a
clan.
cap.
Yeah.
But overall, like moving on to
like when
other
you go compete,
games,
when
we have no limit.
okay, yeah, what I'm saying is like when you go compete for like prize money, like is there a limit to like the number of people you can have? Like, is there a minimum or a max when you're actually competing for prize money?
Yeah, I believe it's like 4 or 5 people against other 4 or 5 people. I remember League of
Okay,
Legends is like that for PC. You guys know that game?
Yeah.
They only allow like four or
Yeah.
five
Yeah.
people there. So I'm sure you're not
yeah.
gonna be having 8 versus 8. It's gonna be a fucking
Yeah.
So you
fucking
It's
so
even
you
mosh
like
pit
can't
shit
with
show.
you can't be like a 2 you can't be like a 2 versus 5 either though, right? It has to be like an even
Nah,
number
yeah,
between the
it's
two.
gotta be even. We gotta
Yeah.
keep it
Okay,
fair.
all right.
Now, he raised Lotus raised an important point about AIM and how it's a competitive. They're a competitive clan. They do player versus player competitively.
Yeah,
Um, and he also said we're focusing on quality over quantity. You know, because they are a PvP clan. You know, they want people who can play PvP. And actually, when I reached out to him, when I told him like, can we do a tryout? And one of the first things he said to me was, like you got to have the right builds, and you got to know how to play with, with those builds, whether you're a healer, you're a support, because team composition is important,
Mhm.
because not only do you have to be able to do damage, but you got to be able to heal your people, you got to be able to support them, and so
Mhm.
like, when that's my biggest, I guess, hurdle is because I haven't played this game with as much seriousness as the first one, because I don't have people to play with, because the people that I used to play with, they all started doing some other shit, started
Mhm.
playing some other games, and the reason I'm able to say like right now I'm not as good as I think it can be is because I'm mostly solo,
Mhm.
and like it doesn't matter how good you think you are. When you go solo in the dark zone, you're fighting 4 people, right? A whole
Yeah.
team, right? I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you think you are. You're gonna get killed, you
Yeah.
know.
4v1 is
And
tough.
so, yeah, exactly 4v1 and stuff. Now, there's some people who are able to do it and they put it out, on YouTube. But usually they fight against people who aren't skilled. It's different when you're fighting against someone who actually knows what the fuck they're doing, who
Yeah.
knows how to use angles, who
They push you
knows how to
together
reposition.
4v1 because they know
Exactly.
like it's this code is Lotus. We need to push them together. Don't let them pick us
Yeah.
off one at a time.
And
So
most
yeah, that's
interesting
tough.
things that I've seen, on stream when Lotus is streaming is when he's on, they focus him first because he knows, because people know like, oh shit, this guy knows how to play. He hits hard, and he's aggressive. Like I can hear him constantly on stream, like push, come on, why am I by myself? Push with me. You know what I mean?
Bro,
And
yeah, yeah.
it's usually around those times when he gets like frustrated that I'm gonna be like, hey, someone make Lotus some fucking bibimbap or some shit because he needs some comfort food. You know what I
No, that's a
mean?
fact, dude. And that's Lucius, it's your comments cracks me up at the perfect timing because I'll be honest, besides Mina known being like the call out ones, COVID too, COVID's one I
Yeah.
consider him one of our
Oh
clan
yeah, I
mates.
forgot about COVID. There's they have a clan. whose username is COVID. It's hilarious. It's awesome.
Yeah. With the K, by
Like
the
who
way.
killed you, COVID?
Right. Not the C COVID.
Like what? That
Um,
shit's hilarious, man.
it's besides us three, like everyone else, like they don't really they play more passively in the game.
Right.
Which is the reason why me unknown and Kova gets frustrated because I shouldn't have to state the obvious when I need help or when one of the opposing team is low
Mm-hmm.
or even dead and there's only 3 left. I shouldn't have to say the obvious. Okay, push now. They're vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's times when Cowboy specifically and Gage, Smurf, give and take. You know, he has moments where they still play passive and just use their ARs without beaming. It's like they're paralyzed.
Right.
And that's when I get frustrated, you know, like you said, because I'll be pushing by. So I react more than think because I know that's the right the right call to make at that moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas they
Yeah.
get paralyzed.
Absolutely.
Should I do it and then react? And I tell them, no, push, and then they go.
Yeah.
But by that time, you could have been pushed instead of wasting 3 seconds me telling you that. You know?
Exactly.
So
Yeah. So like the call outs are important. Like you gotta like you said, you gotta know when to push at the right time. And if and the call outs are important because if you realize, for example, that oh shit, we just killed 2, there's only 2 left, there's 4 of us that will push, go kill
Right.
them. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot of people who don't, they play timidly. You know what I mean? So it's like what you say, homeboy, all the time. Like fortune favors the brave. You know what I mean?
Bold.
So
Fortune
like that
favors the
applies to that.
bold.
The bold, yeah. Fortune.
And
favors the
honestly,
bold.
sometimes in that 4v2 situation, there are good 2 players that
Mhm.
stack can actually still wipe 4 people if they're
Yeah.
that skilled enough. That's
Yeah.
why to eliminate that variable, you must eliminate them quick with your group.
Yeah. Exactly.
There
Yeah.
are
I
some
was.
players who are capable like that. They're high
Yeah.
caliber enough to finesse 1v3. Like
Exactly.
I've done it, other people have done it. Like you gotta.
Yeah.
That's why I keep a mental note of who's who in the username and what clans they're from,
Mhm.
and to prioritize them more if they're in their stack.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Now you know who Ghost Infiltrator is, right?
yeah.
You recognize it's that. So I didn't realize, but like I've played with him a lot on Conflict, and there's actually a clip that he has in his Twitch account where I think it's like an hour long, and at the very beginning of it, I was in the opposing team of his yeah, I was in the opposing team, playing against him, and like we got wiped. I think it was like 15-0, like at the end of the at the end of the match, and thankfully I wasn't on the stream. Like I wasn't shown on the stream getting killed over and over and over, and so like I sent him a message. I'm like, you know what? I saw him on stream one time, and I went on the stream and I commented. I said, you know what? I saw your name. I thought I recognized it, and I was watching some of your videos, and I was in the opposing team, and we got murked with that first match. And I'm just glad I'm not shown getting killed during that match because I don't want people to see how fucking terrible I am at this game. So, you know, but yeah, there you see people like that, like content creators who they just stream, Um, um, but anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm a little high.
There you go, man. Yeah,
Smoke too much.
Ghost, he's a chill guy, man. I played with him before solo with my team. He now his clan specifically, the GON clan,
Yeah, the gun clan. Yeah.
they like to use their builds in a cheesy formation, like meaning they use more skills to get the easy way out kills, which we do not preach that
Right.
out.
Yeah.
It's all fairness, all guns, no fire, no cheese. You know what I mean? To really showcase the highest epitome of skills. We killed you fair and square, all guns. And but that's one of the reasons why we kind of stopped playing with him. I mean, he's a chill dude,
Yeah.
But as far as conflict goes, it's a different feature to the Dark Zone and Conflict. Conflict 44, you can checkpoint, sit on top of rooftops, cheese with snipers, burn sticky bombs. Like, is that really showcasing skills? Like, I don't think so, right? Anyone can do that.
Well, I was telling you on stream that one time, I was playing Conflict, and the 4-man team, the opposing team, they all had snipers, and they all shot me at once. Like, there's no way you're gonna fucking survive like 4 sniper shots to the head. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, no way. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how tanky you are. No, you're done, and it's tough. Like, I don't think we won that match. It was just,
Some of them definitely are using
it was
a
difficult.
third-party device, man. Cronus Max.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of that? Trey and Sabino. I didn't even know these things existed, Lucius,
Never,
until I
never heard.
started playing this game myself. Until unknown him and then told me about Chrono Zen. I was like, well, what are you guys talking about right now? It sounds foreign to me. And it's basically this third-party device. So let's say I'm using a PS5, for example. It's this third-party device you can buy on Amazon that hooks up onto, I believe, the controller or the console itself, and you download scripts. It's a term called scripts from the internet, such as no recoil mods, auto aim,
Yeah.
walks onto the head, shit that's like pretty much considered a cheat. You can't use that in esports competitively or on any shit like that. But games that are
Yeah.
not as competitive, even Call of Duty, despite the prestigious fame that it has, people still use it on that. They just get
Yeah.
away
It,
with it.
it basically gives you like an unfair advantage.
Correct.
Yeah.
And people use this thing on the Division 2 as
Oh,
well
wow.
to get the upper hand.
Yep.
And that's why, like Lucius says, you get one-shotted by a sniper from miles the fuck away. It looks like they shot you to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, how? And it's like, they got Zen, dude. They got
Yeah. Zen, strike packs,
strike
fucking
pack.
modded
Yeah, strike pack,
controllers.
dude. You can buy a strike pack at GameStop, your local GameStop, for like 30, $40.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? It's that promoted. Is that prevalent? Like,
Yeah.
none of the retail sellers are saying like, "Oh, don't buy this because it's gonna hurt your image and it's not good." They should be saying that, but they're doing it the opposite. No, kids, you can, if you suck at your aim, buy this. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Here, I have
Just
a
get good at the
question.
game.
Yeah.
How do you get into an esports tournament? Like, do you have to sign up with a registration fee type shit, or is it invite only kind of deal?
That one was starting off, you have to increase your brand. There's this esports Call of Duty clan called FaZe, Faze, that started off just like us as a clan. I'm trying to remember their timeline, how they blew up, but through that, they became good at the game, expanded into a brand, um, became very well known in the Call of Duty realm, and I believe I think they asked or they got invited, kind of like being sponsored to
Mm-hmm.
come out to a tournament and represent, basically. But they only got that invitation if it was an invite because they got well known. So
Okay. So you can't it's just not like an open tournament where, hey, you sign up, you fill out a form, pay a fee,
yeah,
and now you're in the tournament and you just like ride it
right.
out. You have to be like invited through being well known within the world to play.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So yeah, man,
That's
that's the ultimate
that's
level of
unfair.
competitive gaming. I mean, it filters out quality though, because otherwise everybody would be able to sign up for it.
What if well, I mean, but it should be open, like, if like back in the day, if you wanted to be a part of or at least there's lower end tournaments, so like within BMX or whatever, right? The low end tournaments can be anybody. um Anybody could work it. And then you pay your fee, you join, you win a couple of these low end ones, and then that allows you to go into the higher end ones, you know.
Mhm.
And then move up that way, where you're saying like you just got to go get popular. They could be getting popular using the cheats. Yeah.
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 I mean, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things you just have to do. You have to deal with sometimes. Unfortunately, the Division 2 doesn't have what do you call it? Like an anti-cheat mechanism in place yet. I'm not sure if
people
they're
can cheat to get popular
No,
and
you're
then
right,
get
Lou.
to the
It doesn't.
tournament and then totally get fried because they cheated to get all the way.
Get
to
exposed.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
definitely get
yeah.
exposed. And having a notoriety clan with that prestige amount, and having them realize like, oh, one of their clan mates is cheating, that's gonna hurt their image bad.
Yeah, that credibility goes out the window.
Yeah.
Bad.
So,
Which is why Wavy,
yeah.
remember Wavy? He
Uh-huh.
was kind of in AIM for about a few weeks, and we're still good terms with him. It's just we found out he was doing a glitch that he heard from another person, but we told him because when he was streaming, don't do that shit.
Right.
You know, like it's gonna hurt us.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
one
you
of
liked
the
Wavy
reasons why
too.
Hurt
you know.
the brand, man. Don't hurt the brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't hurt the brand. Exactly. Well, shit. What we're almost 3 hours in.
Yeah.
I
right.
actually have to, I got to get ready for work. So, Lotus, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your insights on the video game streaming industry.
No problem.
It was good chatting with you. So,
And
um,
Asian racism.
Yeah, no problem. I had a good time. Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
You're always welcome. You know what I mean? Anytime you want to come on, let's let's have another conversation. So, this is what we live for. It's what we have this every Sunday. Is we live for these stimulating conversations. We tend to go on tangents sometimes, and sometimes we get stupid on the pod. But it is what it is. We have fun doing it. Like I said, we talk shit about a lot of shit, and we record it, and people want to hear it. They tune in. So
We talk shit about a lot of shit, including shit.
right, including exactly, especially in this episode.
I just asked next time if we can get like one or two other people in actual webcams. I can see you guys too, instead of me being the solo guy here.
Here, actually, you know what? Here, I'll turn my
possible.
shit off right quick. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm just looking at animated cartoons for 4
Well,
hours.
you can't exactly see me because I'm sitting in a closet and there's a mirror behind me. It's highly distracting.
Right. Here, let me turn this shit off.
I don't think you can switch it without like rebooting.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Well,
Like,
once we're in, we're in.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
We got to start it with the tunes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's all good. It's all good.
Next time,
maybe
man.
next time.
That's cool.
I'll turn my tune off. But good talking with you guys. Homeboy, you want to take us out?
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I think that's it. Push us like crack. Until next time, homies.
Hey.
Peace.
Peace.